Hare Krishna. So today is the last day of Kartik, and we are reading the Bhagavad-Gita by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. It is chapter 18, text 48, correct? Okay, here we go. Saha janme kamar kunteya sa dosham api na jate Sarvarambahi doshena Dume agni ivarataha. Okay, word for word. Sahajam, born simultaneously. Karma, work. Kuntakeya, O son of Kunti. Sadosham, with fault. Api, although. Na, never. Tayajit, to give, to be given up. Sarva Rambaha, any adventure. Any venture. He is certainly. Doshena, with fault. Duhumenaha, with smoke. Agnihi, fire. Eva, as. Avitaha, covered. Translation and purpose by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki. Every endeavor is covered by some fault, some sort of fault, just as fire is covered by smoke. Therefore, one should not give up the work which is born of his nature. O son of Kunti, even such work is full of fault. Prabhupada says, in conditioned life, all work is contaminated by the material modes of nature. Even if one is a Brahmana, he has to perform sacrifice in which animal killing is necessary. Similarly, a Kshatriya, however pious he may be, has to fight enemies. He cannot avoid it. Similarly, a merchant, however pious he may be, must sometimes hide his profit to stay in business, or he may sometimes have to do business on the black market. These things are necessary. One cannot avoid them. Similarly, even though a man is a Sudra, serving a bad master, he has to carry out the order of the master, even though it should not be done. Despite these flaws, one should continue to carry out his prescribed duties, for they are born out of his own nature. A very nice example is given herein. Although fire is pure, still there is smoke, yet smoke does not make the fire impure. Even though there is smoke in the fire, fire is still considered to be the purest of all elements. If one prefers to give all the work of a Kshatriya and take to the occupation of a Brahmana, he is not assured that in the occupation of a Brahmana there are no unpleasant duties. One may then conclude that in the material world, no one can be completely free from the contamination of material nature. This is the example of fire, and smoke is very appropriate in this connection. When in wintertime one takes a stone from the fire, sometimes smoke disturbs the eyes and other parts of the body. But still, one must make use of the fire despite disturbing conditions. Similarly, one should give up his natural occupation because they are sub-disturbing elements. Rather, one should be determined to serve the Supreme Lord by his occupational duty in Krishna consciousness. That is the perfectional point. When a particular type of occupation is performed for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord, all the defects in that particular occupation are purified. When the result of works are purified, when connection with devotional service, one becomes perfect in serving the self within, and that is self-realization. Om Ganatimanandasha Ganangana Sakyala Chakchurumeyena Tasme Shri Guruve Namam Shri Chaitanya Manobhiste Swapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tatati Swapakadam Vande Ham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Palakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagana Sagana Raghunatha Tasa Jivam Sadvaitam Sababhutanam Parajam Sada Krishna Chaitanya Dev Shri Radha Krishna Param Sagana Lalatya Shri Vishakamam Cha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopikanta Radha Kanta Tanotase Tapta Kanchara Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutudevi Parinani Hari Priye Vansha Kalpa Tiruvashta Kripa Sindhu Pativacha Patitanan Bhavanvyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everybody. Welcome to the Bhagavad-Gita class. My name is Govinda Bhasya, and I am very honored and thrilled to serve you by speaking on Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad-Gita on this last day of Kartik. How do you work it? Where's the statistician? Where'd he go? No? Anyway. Yeah, where is it? Can you call him, please? All right. So, let's see if I can get this up here, because I have some things I would like to read from here. I don't know how to... Can you call him, the Prabhu that's worked on the computer? All right. So, we all know that this material world is not a nice place for anybody. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that... Huh? What? Mm-hmm. I don't know how to use this. I don't know how to set it up. You have to call that Prabhu that came here. Oh, he's not here anymore? He's at the temple room, huh? All right. Because I have some other commentaries by Sridhar Swami and Baladev Vijayabhushan and Vishwavajrakaswara that I wanted to read to you too. Okay, no problem. So here Krishna is speaking to Arjuna in the last chapter of the Bhagavad-Gita. Actually, the Bhagavad-Gita is finished in 7 chapters, but the conclusion is this. And of course, the goal is to always think of Krishna and never forget him, and come to the stage of pure devotional service. But we need to purify ourselves, like there's Shraddha, then there's Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajana Krita, Anartana Vritti, then Nishta, Ruchi, Asukti, and Bhava, and Prema. So this is the stages that we go in order to love Krishna. So in this verse, Krishna is saying that that this material world is full of suffering. And I was saying previously that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said that this material world is like a bathroom. You do your business and you get out. Any sane man knows that this place is not fit for a gentleman, that we get out of here. So we have to chant the Maha Mantra. That's the best way to get back to Godhead. That's in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Harinama, 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 Eva Kevalam, Kalo, Kalo, Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva. In this age of Korana Bhakti, the best way to love Krishna is to chant the holy name. But we have to engage our minds in doing others' devotional service. We have to serve the Vaishnavas, we have to serve the Guru, we have to serve we have to do the Shastra, and these things purify our consciousness in order to get love for Krishna. So I would like to read the other commentaries by Baladev Vijayabhushan and Srila Vishnu Bhattacharya Chakravarti Kaur. Actually, let's see here. Okay. Here is Sridhar Swami's commentary on this verse. If, however, according to the philosophy of Sankhya or analytical reasoning, the idea of performing the duty of another is appealing because it is superior to the degradation of killing someone, it should be pointed out that the work is improper. So with this in mind, one should never abandon their own natural path, which is ordained by one's inherent nature from past lives and activities. Even if it's attending within one's own inherent nature, all actions and activities yielding visible and invisible result are always accompanied by some defect or other determined as fires developed by attending smoke. Hence, by regarding the smoke in the fire, it is used to remove darkness, cook food, and alleviate cold. In the same way, by the materious parts of all activities alone are done to be accepted for the purification of the mind. This is what Lord Krishna means. So everybody has their natural constitutional position to serve Krishna, but some are more in the mode of goodness, some are more in the mode of passion, some of us are more in the mode of mixed passion and ignorance, and some of us are more in the mode of ignorance. Well, actually, Prabhupada says that we're all born Sudras, but by his grace and by living in Vrindavan and by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, we have qualification to go back home, back to Godhead. Actually, it's 100% proven that if we chant 16 rounds and follow the four regular principles, and we do devotional service, that Prabhupada guarantees us that we can live eternally in the spiritual world. And that's where we want to go. And that's the goal. So it doesn't matter if... see, in ISKCON, we have so many different roles to play. Some devotees, they like to cook. Some devotees like to give class. Some devotees like to dance. Some devotees like to lead. So some devotees like to manage. There's so many different occupations that we have in this movement. Whatever fits your criteria, then we dovetail that in Krishna consciousness. I mean, we should all learn the traits. I mean, that's where we should all go. But everything revolves around the Maha Mantra. And also to give Krishna to others is very important. To leave Vrindavan and bring Vrindavan to other people is Krishna likes very much that service. He likes it, and Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are very pleased when we go to other parts of the world. We say, "Hey, Hare Krishna, come take a Bhagavad-Gita," which marathon is coming up, or chant Hare Krishna, and Krishna is in your heart. Wake up, Jeev Jago, wake up, and we should. That's very important to give Krishna to others. Another point that I would like to make is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, where let's see if I can read this here, where it says in the 8th canto, chapter 23, text 16, it says this: there may be some discrepancies in pronouncing the mantras and observing the regulatory principles, and moreover, there may be discrepancies in regarding the time, place, person, and paraphernalia. But when your Lordship's holy name is chanted, everything becomes faultless. Prabhupada says, Sri Chaitanya Maharaj recommended Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalam, Kalo, Kalasteva, Nasteva, 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 Garanyati. In this age of Corona prophecy, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy names of the Lord. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. In this age of Kali, it is extremely difficult to perform Vedic ritualistic ceremonies or sacrifices perfectly. Hardly anyone can chant the Vedic mantras with perfect pronunciation or accumulate the paraphernalia for Vedic performances. Therefore, the sacrifice recommended in this age is Sankirtan, constant chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Yagya Sankirtan Prana Yantisi Sumatada. That's from the Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 5, Text 29. Instead of wasting time performing Vedic sacrifices, those who are intelligent and those who possess good brain substance should take to chanting of the holy names and thus perform sacrifice perfectly. I have seen many religious leaders are addicted to performing yagyas and spending hundreds and thousands of rupees for imperfect sacrificial performances. This is a lesson for those unnecessarily executing such imperfect sacrifices. We should take to the advice of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sankirtan Yagya. Although Sukracharya was a strict Brahmana addicted to ritualistic activities, he also admitted that Nishkam Sakyata Tadvaha, my Lord, constant chanting of the holy name is the only way to achieve your supreme lotus feet. Therefore, Srila Jiva Goswami has recommended that although one should take care to follow the principles in every kind of spiritual activity, especially in worshiping the deity, there is still a chance of discrepancies, and one should compensate for this by chanting the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In our Krishna consciousness movement, we should therefore give special stress to the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra and activities. When I read this purport, I think about in the Krishna book how when Krishna and when the cowherd boys came to Krishna and Balaram, and they said, Krishna, we are very hungry. And Krishna said, well, go to the Brahmanas because they don't know how to don't perfectly perform Vedic sacrifice. They just chant some mantra, but they don't even chant my name. But the wives, they're very much devoted to serving me. And so I want to give the wives a special benediction to serve me. So go there. And then the wives, the brahmanas, they said, to the heck with our performing these Vedic sacrifice, to heck with all these things, all these rituals activities that we do. Prabhu, can you set it up? It's not working? Okay. So they said to heck with the computer, to heck with all these things. Just let us serve Krishna, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times we follow these regulative principles, not four regular principles, but we serve these other things like, ritualistic things, and the bhakti goes out the window. And the most important thing is to chant 16 rounds, follow the principles, and to have love for other Vaishnavas. It's very important to love other devotees and other people outside, even more, to go outside to learn the people that don't know anything about Krishna. You know, Krishna is very pleased, like I said before. So we have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Ramanujacharya also gives a commentary also on this purport too. I had some videos to show you, but it's not working. Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay, Ramanujacharya says on this commentary, the conclusion of Lord Krishna gives for this subject is that in action they're initiated naturally and easily executed, and are best with no difficulty should be done if there are some faults or some defects. The inner purport is that even those situated in Jnana Yoga or facilitating communion with the Supreme Absolute by knowledge, they should adopt the path of Karma Yoga for facilitating communion with the Supreme Absolute by some action. All endeavors in the material world are accompanied by some sort of fault or defect, and all living beings must perform action to exist. But the followers of one's natural path is not the least difficult or best with unpredicted dangers, whereas the standard of Jnana Yoga being higher than possibility or mistake, and the chance of defect is greater as well as determined and cured, so Karma Yoga is incurred. So we know that we all have to continue to rise early in the morning, even though it's cold in the morning, and take our bath. We all have to know that we have to preach the message to the people even though they don't want to hear it. We have to do so many things to please Krishna and to make Krishna happy that we cannot stop the activity, to push on the Sankirtan movement. I want to read another couple other commentaries by Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya says also, serenity, self-restraint, austerity, purity, forbearance, righteousness, wisdom, knowledge, and faith are the natural characteristics found to be inert attributes of Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Some of the attributes, such as righteousness and wisdom, are found in a lesser extent in Kshatriyas, or the royal warrior class. In the special class, powerful emperors, such as Yudhishthira Maharaj, who ruled the entire earth, possessed these attributes, even equal to that of Brahmanas. King Janak was renowned for possessing a greater wisdom and forbearance. The Kshatriyas in general are courageous, steady, fearless, resourceful, and righteous. The Vaishyas, and Krishna was a Vaishya. The Vaishyas are agriculture, our mercantile class, are less restrained and austere. Because of their service to other Sudras, or in the menial class, are serving in 3 higher classes. If a Sudra is found to possess superior qualities, then based on such exemplary attributes, he may become qualified to receive initiation and become a Vaishnava Brahmana. Contrarily, if one is born in a Brahmana family, executes degraded qualities such as meat eating and wine drinking, they have lost their caste and should be known as Sudras. Among humans, those who follow righteousness and purity, which are divine attributes, follow the path of God. My spiritual master, Indra Swami, likes to quote the verse as where bell metal is taken to and it's turned to gold, so that a Vaishnava is polished by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare, and trained properly by the Guru, and doing sadhu shastra. Indra Swami says that he knows the secret making gold, that you have to drink mercury, but most people die after they drink mercury. But if you drink mercury and you pass water on a stone, a bell metal, it will turn into gold. So that's why we're all in the shower trying to purify our hearts, trying to get close to Krishna. Because this sloka here, it's saying that this material world is hellish and that we want to go to Krishna. So everybody is trying to get to Krishna, even though some don't know it. But the goal is to love Krishna unconditionally, unmotivated, uninterrupted, with all our heart. That's what we want. We want to be in the spiritual world with Radha and Krishna and all the Sakis and all the cowherd boys and who milk the cows. And all we want. That's what we want. That's our goal. We're all trying to get there. So we have to work together to try to help each other to get there. But we have to have a desire in our own heart. We cannot give anything to anybody if we don't have it. So every day we wake up in the morning, and then before we put our head on the pillow, we say, Krishna, I really want to serve you, and I want to give Krishna to others. So that's the goal that we should have, to strive for, to get everybody closer to Krishna. Like Prahlad Maharaj says, I don't want to go back to the spiritual world by myself. I want to take everybody with me. But then Prabhupada says that, no, we want to go. First, we have to go back to God and then take everybody else with us. So we have to be greedy in a sense. Greedy that we want to be Krishna consciousness, then give Krishna consciousness to everybody. There's another, my God brother told me to connect this verse to this verse, where Krishna says in the Bhagavad-Gita, Matra satya kunteya sadosha sukta duktaha. Agrita nistasa ta titikshava bharta. That's chapter 2, text 14, where it says, O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and the disappearance of due course of time are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense possession, O Sayan of Bharat. Must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So that means it doesn't matter what happens, rain or shine, hot or cold, your mother dies, your friend dies, you still got to chant Hare Krishna, and you still have to perform your devotional service to Krishna, whatever it is. So it really doesn't matter. We have to continue moving on our spiritual life, and we have to find ways to make advancement. Because a lot of the times we get stuck in our spiritual life, and we have some difficulties. And we have to be really serious within our heart and how much we want to make advancement in our spiritual life, because it really depends upon ourselves, but also on others too, on our spiritual life. I have to also thank my mother. She helps me a lot in my spiritual life. Sometimes when I'm stuck in a rut, my mother helps. My Guru Maharaj also helps me too. So there's friends in Krishna consciousness that you can rely on. And that's what we're there for. We're there where Prabhupada built the house in which the whole world can live. So we're all here to help each other in our spiritual life. It's in Vrindavan, it's really heavy sometimes. People passionate in the temple room, but we have to learn to love one another. I think there is one more commentary that I haven't read. I just wanted to say that we all have. I said this before, but I put it up that here, I'll show it to you. I just put a little slideshow that the Brahmana is in the mode of goodness, and then the Kshatriya is in the mode of passion, and then the Vaishya, which is Krishna, was born of Vaishya. He has the mixed modes of goodness, passion and ignorance, and then the Sudra. Because Prabhupada says that we have to use our quality. And then Prabhupada says, when a particular type of occupation is performed for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord, all defects in the particular occupation are purified. And then when the results of work are purified, when connected with devotional service, one becomes perfect in serving with the self, and that is self-realization. So the perfection of life is to serve Krishna. And there's many ways to do it. And it really... In my 25 years of Krishna consciousness, I really know that the Vaishnava is the best way to get to Krishna. The Vaishnava has really helped me a lot. Sridhar Swami, the Prabhupada disciple, told me that, he said that you always have to have the devotees with you, and it really helps. If you have a devotee with you a lot, it really helps. And sometimes devotees, they're not as high as you, or there's more devotees that are more higher than you. And Rupa Goswami says in the Nectar of Instruction that the devotees that are lower to you or that are less experienced, you help them, and the devotees are more elevated, then you learn from them. And the devotees that are equal to you, you make friends with. So you have to be a little. I'm learning right now with my brahmachari friends that some of them don't always get up for Mangalarti. So you can't always say, hey, how come you haven't get up? Why don't you get up? You have to worry about your own sadhana sometimes too, because everybody's different. How come you're not going to Mangalarti? Worry about your own spiritual life, and then make friends with others. Sometimes you can't always push that with everybody else. So just it's this. I'm a company man because the company has given me everything. So I my heart is all out to Vrindavan Dham and to the Harinam, and I'm sold out to the process that Srila Prabhupada has given us. That it's 100% sure that we can definitely go back to Radha and Krishna with Srila Prabhupada if we just follow the simple process of following the 4 regular principles, chanting 16 rounds, being with devotees, reading Prabhupada's books, preaching as much as you can. Because there's some, we have to preach to some capacity. Some devotees, they cook. It's not like you can always go on a book distribution all the time. Like I'm from Los Angeles, and we used to always go on but now I'm in Vrindavan, I'm doing 24-hour kirtan. So I never met Ayendra Prabhu, but I'm very thankful for Ayendra Prabhu because he started a system for me to engage my mind in thinking of Krishna, because I'm a dull-headed person, and I always think about how I can gratify my senses, but we have to think about how we can gratify Krishna's senses the best of our ability. And by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That's the best way to do it. But, there's also other ways to do it. Is there any questions? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mike. Oh, he took the mic. Oh, okay. All right. There you go.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, of all your services you've done throughout Krishna consciousness, which one is your favorite?
Probably serving the Guru. Yeah, serving the Guru. It's always the best service. They're all absolute on the spiritual plane, but like I remember the first time I met my Guru, my heart flooded, like I fell in love with a girl. I was like, wow, And then just today when I hugged my Guru, like I just started to cry. And I remember one other time here in Vrindavan, I was about to go serve my Guru, and I don't know if I should say this on film, but I started to have mixed emotions. Like I was happy and then sad and then like a madman. I don't know if I should say that because people say, hey, this guy. But I had some weird mixed emotions. Like I was happy and then I was like crying and then I was like weird emotions, like mixed emotions with my Guru. That's how it was because the Guru reveals everything to you, and when you find the Guru, he's a revealer of the Dham. Your spiritual path runs parallel to the Guru and your spiritual life. If you're doing good in your spiritual life, then your level with your Guru is there. So I'm very fortunate right now that I have my Guru's association. Some devotees, their Guru is not around anymore. So I'm very fortunate to have that. So as long as I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right thing, my path to the Guru is solid. So I want to keep it like that. So please pray for me that I keep it like that. They're all good. There's so many, but that for, as you say, for right now, that's one for right now is for serving the Guru. That it really helps. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Just like you said, you get association of Guru. Sometimes you don't get association of Guru and you are alone, you are with devotees, and sometimes you get different type of devotees.
Really?
Who really support you and who sometimes criticize you and sometimes say different things to you. So how do you come out from there?
How do I what?
How do you come out from there?
Well, just whoever's your friend, Just hang. Well, number one, do not offend devotees. That's the mad elephant offense. It doesn't matter what happens, or that's the most important thing. Do not, please, I beg do not offend devotees. And in Kali Yuga, the modes of material measure are coming more and more and more. So we have to watch the way we treat other devotees. Very important. Because I live in the me and you live in the Brahmacharya ashram, and there's devotees of all different caliber. Like, I'll give you an example. My mom is well-to-do, and she gives me certain things. And there's one devotee that he's always asking me for things. Like, oh, Prabhu, can you order me on Amazon a hot plate? Or, Prabhu, can you give me some money? Or all the time. It's like, and so you just have to say, oh, Hare Krishna, or there's just different level of devotees that want different things out of you, and what they want. Some want your friendship, some want your money, some different things. So you have, but the thing is, you have to know how to deal with them. Don't offend. The most important thing that I could say is don't offend them. And then there's a saying: everything comes out in the wash. Like, everything will come out in the end. Like, so you perform a perfect Vaishnava character, and then in Vrindavan everything gets settled. In Vrindavan everything comes out to Radharani, everything gets settled out. So, and there is people that in hard times you go to for that. So I guess that's the best thing that I would have to say about that. Yes, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Being conditioned soul, so it seems quite easy that one could actually take advantage of this verse in purport, especially where Prabhupada here says that a merchant, however pious he may be, must sometimes let his profit to stay in business. He may sometimes have to do business on the black market. And Prabhupada said these things are necessary. You cannot avoid them. So therefore, one can say, like it's like opening Pandora's box or saying, I'm free to do whatever.
No.
Here it is, the Supreme Lord. And
you have to use some discretion. You have to use some discretion. Yeah, that's true. I mean, a lot of times you think that, now that I'm in Vrindavan, I'm chanting the four rites, I could do whatever I want. Because right now I'm supposed to be doing my service in the 24-hour Kirtan department, But I've been asked, what's the name of that Mataji that asked the devotees to give the class? She was in South Africa. Do you know anybody know her name? What's her name? Lavanga. I give my obeisances to her because she's given me opportunity to serve. She asked me to give class. But a lot of the times we have to string the neck of Trinadapi Sunichina, Tanodipi Sanichina, Amarina Marina Kirtana Sarahari. We have to always use that verse, that humbleness and tolerance. We always have to do that but I know what you're trying to say is that on book distribution, sometimes we have to trick somebody to say, hey, I like your hair, or hey, excuse me, I like your smile, or hey, hi, I like your T-shirt. In order to get them to stop, we have to do something to bring them to Krishna. But what Prabhupada is saying in this purport is that a merchant will say that for you I'm making no business, but he is actually making his business. He's saying that to make money. So us as devotees, we have to sometimes, like I said in Sankirtan, use some gimmick to try to sell that. Or like sometimes I try to dance really wildly with people to get them to chant, in the temple room. And you have to use a gimmick to get people to closer to Krishna consciousness. But we have to be very careful sometimes. Like with our mobile phones, we have to be very careful. So a lot of things in spiritual life don't cut ourselves, So we have to be very careful of how we practice our spiritual life. And don't get too puffed up, man. Because, sometimes you think they could take it easy. After I gave a nice Bhagavad-Gita class, now I can do what I want. No, I have to keep moving forward to loving Krishna. And if one performs to give up work as a Kshatriya and take the occupation of the Brahmana, he's not sure the occupation of a Brahmana. So we have to know know our nature, know what kind of person we are. You know what I mean? Who are we? You know, what kind of person we are. So, is that okay? All right. Is there any other questions? Okay. Yeah, one more question. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. We have till 6 o'clock. We have 5 minutes.
So, since we brought up the prayer Trinadapi, what helps you give you tolerance?
Vaishnava association. Yeah, and to know that when I've made other devotees mad, or like I've done other offenses to devotees, how guilty you feel. You know, that's another thing, because I know that before, like if you say the wrong thing to a devotee, or if you make a devotee mad, then you know how it feels, you know, and so you recollect the past things that you did in the past, you know. So, and just to know that you know, what I do is I think of all you guys as more advanced than me, and I'm less advanced. When I'm doing the kirtan, or when I'm seeing all you guys, I think that I need more to learn. That this is school of life, that we shouldn't always give up learning. Whatever we do, we should learn even from a fool. You know, we should always learn from a person. And then Krishna is witness, and he knows everything that's going on. So Krishna knows exactly what's going on. And that. I have some gift for you guys. Yeah, one more question if you want.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for lovely class. You're a very young devotee, and you're setting a very good example for all of us to follow.
Don't give me big.
And I really appreciate that you're a company man.
Yeah, I am.
That you are surrendered to ISKCON and your authority. So, you know, I just wanted to make a comment that, you know, from my heart, it's so nice to hear that, because right now in ISKCON we need cohesion. That means, you know, keeping each other together, keeping the movement going, expanding in a nice, positive way, so that, you know, we don't get the problems that we are right now. And if ISKCON can only be destroyed from inside fighting, nothing external can destroy, because it's spiritual. So we need, my comment is that I wanted to thank you so much for setting a good example.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.